A few weeks back, Team Fortress 2 actually received an update. It was the Smithmas 2020 update. As soon as I had heard about it, I immediately updated the game and tried to play it. Then it black screened my computer. Lovely. But then a few weeks after that happened, I got a new computer. And the first game I played on it was League of Legends. It was League of Legends. Pier is a 5-point payload map, and I found it to be my favorite out of all 4 added in this update. I didn't really expect to like any of the 4 maps, but here we are. When I hopped into my first game on Pier, I was already intrigued because it was payload, and payload's my favorite game mode, so it seemed very interesting. What? Surprisingly, the map isn't really Christmas themed, it's more of Pier themed. There's a lot of water, actually, and it's not really annoying, which is kind of interesting because TF2 water usually isn't a great design choice, but the water parts are completely aesthetic and you never actually have to go through unless you fall into it, so it's not that bad. It's not hardly an annoyance at all. It's actually goes really well with the theming and I really enjoy it. I think my favorite part about this map is the amount of cover that there is. Like, there's so many different structures in one choke point, and there's several different ways to attack it from the attack side and the defense side. It allows for a lot of different counterplay and a lot of different characters to be used, or classes per se. I think that's super interesting, and I believe it makes it a lot more fun for attacking and defending. I've played the map about 15 times, and I'm still finding new rooms and new areas that lead to points on attack and defense, and I think that's crazy. I think that's super cool. Like, I remember one specific instance when I was respawning on defense. I was playing Demo Man, and I took a teleporter right at spawn. I think your attack was still at first point. It brought me to this room that was like under the water, covered by a little gate. It was just so funny to me. I was so confused. But it brought us to the point. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. And I thought that was so cool because I didn't even know that was there until that time. And that was like the most recent time I played on that map. It was insane. It was so funny to me. On top of there being a bunch of rooms that you can go in for both sides, there's also a lot of cover, especially for defense, well, and offense. There's just a lot of different angles, like I was saying before. Like, look at this one point. This area is the second point, and you spend a lot of time here because you play around this second point for a little while, as it's pretty long. Red spawn is right there in the red circle, and they have to walk out to defend the cart, but if you notice, there's plenty of angles. They can walk up towards the right part, right around the bus, or they can go straight down, like straight forward to go defend the cart. The cart has to make a little loop-de-loop around this big kind of wall thing, which contributes to why you're in this area so long. The blue team has several angles to attack it from as well. They can walk down and try to contest around the bus, or they can go around the loop-de-loop with the cart and come straight up to attack red. So because that bus is there, it makes a less favorable angle for the blue team and makes a much favorable angle for the red team. On top of the red team spawn being so close on the second point, it makes a very fun dynamic, and even though it's more, this point is probably more skewed towards the red team, the blue team has plenty of angles to attack it from as well. This map also has a lot of health packs as well, practically everywhere. Like, I remember I was running around and then I found this medium health pack behind this like little cubby behind a building, and I didn't think I would use it, but I thought it was interesting that I was there. And then the next game I was playing Soldier and I ran out of health and I needed a health pack, so lo and behold, that health pack was there, so I went around and I took it. So, adaption. Overall, I just super enjoyed Pier. I thought it was really fun. I wanted to talk about it. Great job to everyone who helped work on it. When you load into the game, it actually has a huge list of names for people who worked on Pier. So great job, you guys. I think it's super fun. And I'm just happy that TF2 is getting updates and maps and stuff. I think that's really cool. Anyways, thank you for listening to me blabber on for 4 or 5 minutes. That's about it. Thank you. Also, the final point for the bomb, you push it over this cool roller coaster thing, and then it goes down and explodes. I just thought that was really cool. Good job, guys.
And continue on with Nathaniel. Is Nathaniel here?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Good morning, Nathaniel. And what movie or TV show would you recommend?
I would recommend Evangelion. It's a TV show.
Evangelion, okay. Thank you for that recommendation. Let me go ahead and move on to Victoria.